百裂拳。お前はもう死んでいる。
No, no, where are you going, you idiot? That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. There we go. Welcome back to Quest 64. We're in the last part. I defeated that thief or whatever the hell his name was. That was in that forest and got the what was it? The Earth Gem back. Yeah. So now we're going back to the castle and returning it to the king. Is what I would want to say, except he gives us the Earth Orb anyway. I don't know. Like, it just seemed like in the last part he kind of makes this big deal about it, but now he's just, giving it to us. Well, whatever. Now he's on us to actually go back in the back room to get some items. First off, we have that spirit I just got, that healing potion. Come on, open that freaking chest. Next we have that hero drink, and next we actually get a replica. Now, you would think that the replica is like substitute. You can just make a copy of yourself, and the enemies will just attack that instead. Just focus their attention on that. Except that's not what it does at all. What it does is it lets you escape from battle 100% of the time. I don't know exactly why they decided to call it replica. I feel like they could have just called it something else. Anyway, now we have to go back in the forest and go to the right path and leave from that gate. Now, normally that gate will not actually open unless you defeat the boss. And it's not like anybody is like there saying, "Hey, you can't go past there." No, you can literally just rub your freaking face up against it, and nothing will happen. Like, Brian would not open it at all. And if you can see right there, that was the Rolling Rock spell that I used. Does it seem useful? No, it's actually really bad, and I hate it so much. You have to be in the right spot in order to hit those enemies. And 9 times out of 10, I think I'm in the right spot, and it just turns out I'm like a few pixels off, and it just misses. Like, there are occasions here in this video where you will see that it looks like I am just dead on with it, but it just turns out, oh, I'm not. I'm just a couple centimeters, so it just misses. Anyway, the next area we're supposed to go to is Lara Pool, which is a big old water town. Yeah, water town. You can probably guess what we're gonna get there. Not water. Nope, not a water orb. Instead, we're supposed to get a jade orb, or whatever it's called. It's like they're called different things. Look, right there. It looked like I hit him, but it turns out I didn't. Anyway, we're supposed to go to Lara Pool, but in order to do so, we gotta cross the lake. And it's not as fantastic as it sounds. One thing I actually do want to correct myself on something. I can't remember if I actually did say this in a video or if I just took it out or whatever, but I think I said something about the lines of the Japanese version of this game probably being no different from the original release that came out in the US. I want to correct myself on that one because I just love that. I think I'm gonna hit him, but the icon just disappears within like a split second, and I just waste a turn. I love that so much. Anyway, what I was saying was that the Japanese version actually did fix a lot of things, because from what I've read, the developers thought they put out an incomplete game. So what they did was they fixed and added a bunch of stuff in the Japanese release of this game. For example, one of my biggest complaints was that agility and defense, it just takes too long to level up, and that you're never going to get like that bar full. Like I think I said in the previous videos that I barely got half of that fill. I mean, not even halfway, just maybe under half. Well, it doesn't really matter. But the point is, they fixed that, so now agility and defense levels up quickly, so you don't have to constantly grind for defense. Oh, and another helpful thing that they actually fixed, that first boss, that Dumb Thief, that where I said that it took me like 5 or 6 attempts to actually beat, he's actually a lot easier in the Japanese version because he does less damage. I don't know why they think that. I guess they heard complaints about how like stupid it is that the first boss is literally just a wall, and I guess there it is again. Yeah. Well, just like a wall, and he's just stupidly difficult for some dumb reason without grinding. Yeah, look at that. I'm like probably like a fourth done with this game, almost halfway done, and that little tiny bar is just not leveled up at all. Ugh. That's why that's a lot more effective. But yeah, he does less damage in the Japanese version, which means you won't be dying as much. Maybe like 1 attempt, 2 maybe, you might be able to beat him. They also like improve some of the UI stuff. Like when you level up a certain stat, Brian just kind of glows a certain color. It's just notifying you that hey, you leveled up in this certain thing or whatever. But one of the major things that actually was fixed was the game's ending. Now, I'm not gonna spoil it, even though some people already know the ending to this terrible game. But they improved a lot of the story endings, so it's less bland and more. Yeah. Look at that. 20 defense, and it's like a little tiny pixel there. I'm not even like a third there, just like maybe 1/16. That's terrible. So anyway, while I just laze around on the pause screen, apparently, just wondering what the hell I'm doing, they added like a little bit more to the ending, which again, not gonna spoil, but it's definitely better than what we got here. Not even with all those fixes, the game still kind of is a little bit bad. Just a little, just a little. And this actually part actually brings up the next point that I'm actually going to get to, is that while I was recording this, I never actually explored this area at night. And this is what I found out, is that certain enemies actually do show up at night. So there's, I don't know if I mentioned this before, or I don't think I actually mentioned that before, and there's a spell known as Avalanche, which we are going to use the hell out of once we get it. So, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of variety when there's like day or night, but my question is, Why? Why'd they put like strong enemies at night? Like, you don't level up in a traditional sense in this game. So there's not really much of a point to them. Like, they don't give you experience, like regular experience points. So like, what exactly is the point? I mean, you could say it's for variety, but I don't really know. This game has a lot of weird freaking design choices that I really don't really get. Anyway, like that boss, like that enemy right there, that only appears at night, I believe. Or maybe somebody, or I'm wrong. Maybe somebody can correct me on this one. All like 2 people who actually watch my videos, you can correct me on this. All you avid players of Quest 64. Ah, so close. Just about to get that spirit too. Up there's the bottom of the world. This time we can see the ocean. Or the lake, I guess. Whatever. What am I gonna put in this time? I put on an earth. I really want avalanche that badly. So, as you can see, there's a giant boat right there. That's what we're gonna use to cross the lake. And like I said, it's not as grand as you would think it is. There's no cutscenes. I mean, heck, I don't think there's any cutscenes in this game. Like non-traditional one, no like cinematics or anything like that. Well, except for the Japanese version, but I'm gonna save that. Oh. But yeah, for one thing, I found out when he does that, all I can just do is just stand still, and most of the time it'll miss. I usually get hit by one if I just stand perfectly still because they'll just circle. And here we have the Spirit Light. I didn't actually notice, but it actually recovers all HP. I don't think I ever got that item before when I was test playing this. Or maybe I did it, I just didn't notice. Again, I thought I hit him, but apparently he was just a couple inches away. So I try again. Up, nope, still miss him. Sorry. Oh, that blocked my theory. Anyway, before we actually get on that boat and spend like months on there with no update whatsoever, we have to go into this inn, and hey, there's Shannon again. She just really likes following us. And can I just say this inn is completely pointless, honestly. You'll see why in like a couple of seconds. Anyway, we get on this boat. I think it's like a pirate's boat or whatever. I'm not entirely too sure. Sure. I just made an accidental pun. Anyway, we got on a boat, walk into this room, walk back out, and there we go, we're on the other side. There's no explanation, just no fantastic cutscene, no whimsical freaking things, just, oh, you get on the boat, you walk into a room, and then you walk out. And yeah, this is why this ends completely pointless, because it's just another thing right over here. Like, why? Oh man, I don't want to spend like next few seconds going through that boat again. It's like Starbucks, just as an old timey freaking boomer me reference. So now we're in this area and we find out that there's a problem with this continent, and it's really dumb. Like, there's no wind. Like, the wind is gone, and the currents in the water are just going the wrong way. Also, what you see what that Orc Jr. tried to do was buff himself, but he missed. This is another thing about this game that I absolutely freaking hate. Stat buffs can actually miss. I don't understand why. Why do you make buffs actually miss? And there's a few times where I try to cast like a buff on myself and it doesn't work. I just waste a turn and magic as a result. Like, why do you do this? Why did you think this was a good idea? I think I put that back into herb or something like that. Maybe water. Okay, we leave the heal right there. Oh yeah, where hairs are actually back in this. Oh no, I actually put it in Nerf. I just really want Avalanche. I think I might get it in the next part though, to show how useful it is. Oh man, I just love that encounters right there. Oh man, we have the Ghost Hounds, and I believe these are the Ghost Hounds that attack twice with their fire breath. Yeah, they do. I got hit for like 8 damage, even though the first attack missed. So they hit twice, so they can just wreck you in a matter of seconds. Would you stop missing, Jesus? Something that I don't think I mentioned before, well, there's a lot of things that I probably didn't mention about this game, is that when you just regularly attack with your staff, your MP actually does recover. Oh man, we have the gremlins now. And that time it actually worked, even though I'm pretty sure that one top like missed. I don't know. Anyway, Ice Wall. I freaking hate Ice Wall because it freezes you in place. And usually I can't attack, but I can attack except if it's like a ranged move. But it freezes you in the direction you're facing. So it sucks, and the enemy can just spam that and it's a completely random word when it wears off. Like I have like times where it like took like 5 turns, maybe even more, and then times where it just like wears off in like 2. Silent Flute makes it so enemies can't cast spells. And I think what I came up here for was for a spirit that I thought wasn't actually up here at first. That might be Miss Marin. Miss Marin, Miss Marin. Wow, I can't speak today. I didn't have my coffee. Misremembering where it was. And here's me just trying to escape a battle, but that stupid ledge just kind of got in the way. Oh, and look, I thought I was out of the little octagon to escape, but apparently I wasn't enough. Oh hey, and more fodder, and there's 5 of them. Well, I'm gonna be completely honest, I hate it when RPGs do that. Like, I'm in a new area where these, like, enemies that I fought when I was like level 1 just shows up, and it wastes time. It just wastes time. They're just basically just fodder at this point. Anyway, we're heading up to Laura Pool right now, and there's one Orc Junior right there. Oh man, there it is again. Wow. Freaking love that. Anyway, I can just get close to him and just hit him because all he's gonna do is just cast rock. Man, the enemies that just cast rock all the freaking time, it feels so painful. But I can just get up in their face and just whack them, and then they just can't do anything. They'll just sit there and take it. And yeah, wow, Ice Ball does like 10. And yeah, right there, I just stood there, and all those attacks just missed. And yeah, just remember to constantly heal because that increases your MP. Like outside of battle, just as a reminder. Anyway, I think there's like one more battle I actually get into before entering. Or maybe this might be a safe zone. Yeah, it's a safe zone because I'm just right up there approaching Laura Pool right now. And that's what we're going to do in the next video. So, we're going to explore Laura Pool and then I just remember what's coming up next. I'm just going to go back and play more Fists of the North Star. So, see ya!